Well, hello, and welcome back to more World of Warcraft Hardcore drama. So it seems like we're not going to get the trial of the century, which I find to be a shame, because I think it would have been amazing. But as you can see, we have a news report here, and this is what it says. Yes, I made the decision to gkick Pirate. I felt a large majority of the people in the guild felt uncomfortable playing or being around him and all that drama that surrounded him at this point. Even though some people may have not felt that way, a lot did. And after seeing some clips today from him quadrupling down, or I don't know what number we're on at this point, I think I'm making the right decision. But still, I feel bad. Try to just let this whole thing slide into forgetfulness and move on. Stay safe, gamers. So, wow. I don't even know what to say. We're not going to get our trial. I was hoping for like a trial, a social media storm, or all the fun has just been vacuumed out of this, at least for me. So I do have some allegedly rumor has it things. And this is from Soda Popping that was posted. And well, this was shorter than I wanted to. Allegedly, he threatened everyone in the content guild, which I don't even get that. I mean, the whole purpose is to have the drama, right? Like, I guess this is actual legitimate, not manufactured drama. I don't know. Again, this is a rumor from somebody on Reddit. It's Moxcos. He said, confirmed it's a gkick. He's just not compatible with a guild that doesn't only have his fans in it. Regardless of tripling down or centupling down on his stances, he came back and threatened everyone in the content guild who reacted to the best content OnlyFans has had. And I don't know the exact reason, but all I can say is I've never seen an issue handled this poorly over and over again. It's actually inspiring at this point to think that all this could avoid with oh guys, I'm sorry I screwed up. It's crazy. It will become beyond WoW, and his rep is never going to be the same. Yeah, no. So I'm going to say this. This Moscow's guys is overestimating the memory of the internet, because the people who support pirate software will continue to support pirate software. He might lose a few people, he might shed something, but chances are he will be fine. It's going to become a nothing burger, and we will look back on this and just laugh. Best for both parties. Dude threatened content creators, a lot of them small with bans. Like, I don't agree with that. Like, you gotta, like, this is just a thing that's gonna be farmed. I don't think Pirate Software did anything wrong. That's the thing. The breakdown was, they called run, everybody was running, they called the target dummy, everybody was still running at that point. Then for some reason they changed and decided to try and make a last stand. And that was a bad call. By the time that call was made, Pirate was almost out the door. And, like, there are people who saying, well, he could have used his mana to help them, and da-da-da-da-da. Could have, should have, would have, like... To me, if you tell me to run, we are running. We are running all the way to the instance. We're not running halfway. We're not running part of the way. We're not turning around and saying this is salvageable. We're just running out of the instance. Because the reason being is, what are you salvaging? You're salvaging nothing. Even if they did this correctly and nobody died, we would still... obviously, I wouldn't be reacting to it because it never would have got this big, because I've been like, oh, wow, that was a dumb call, but somehow they pulled the rabbit out of the hat, Okay, good for them. I mean... it's one of those things. It's not really entertaining when somebody does a bad call and then, like, through the power of luck, it works out. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to say that, like, you should just excuse bad calls because it's still unnecessary risk, which is what you're supposed to avoid in hardcore. Apparently one of the problems was he didn't feel survivor's guilt, and it's like, it's a video game. Like, given the chaos of that situation, I would have a hard time feeling survivor's guilt, because you called to run, so we decided to run, and then in the middle you changed your mind. But why did you change your mind in the middle to make like a last stand? You know, like where, like, I don't understand the logic. I don't think I would feel bad in that case. Maybe that makes me a bad person too. And I'm not trying to be like a pirate software defender as much as he committed to the run, like literally committed to running out of the dungeon. And I don't think he made a mistake. Like, if I was going to talk about people that made mistakes, it's people that said, well, let's salvage this. The people that said those kind of things, that tried to basically salvage the unsalvageable, and I don't know why you would do that. That's the part that got me. Like, I don't know why you would do that. Now, honestly, again, I would wonder why I was even in this group, because clearly they're not doing the dungeon correctly, and it's hard to say. You know, is it, you know, the biggest thing that I have is the play sloppy because it's for content and that makes it exciting, or is the play sloppy from a lack of knowledge, like a legitimate lack of knowledge? And that's where I don't know, because the best people, the best performers are the people who put on a show and you don't think it's a show. If somebody can put on a show and you don't think it's a show, they're the best performer. You right? Because you think that they're genuinely, like, either that bad at the game or whatever, right? So that's the part that, like, I just don't understand. Like, I obviously disagree 100% with threatening people. Like, that never... I don't know why people think they can threaten their way out of a situation. That just never works. It never works. You know? You're never going to threaten your way out of a situation. I will say this, he definitely looked out for himself, but I don't see that as, like, to me, yeah, again, this goes back to what I said earlier. If he's guilty of looking out for himself and not helping the other people, the punishment isn't kicking him out of the guilt, in my opinion. Obviously, there's other things going around here, but the punishment is, what does he do after the fact to make it right? Right? Does he just, like... So again, I wouldn't feel bad, but I might be like, well, I'll help you, you know, I'll help you level your character, or I'll help you, you know, I might give a concession of being like, look, I'll help you do some stuff, you know, but I would be clear, like, I don't feel like I was wrong because you guys said to run, and then you guys, like, changed your mind on the run. Like, we really should, like, I really feel like that's not what we should, how we should communicate. Like, when you call run, it can't be, nobody should be switching their minds. Like, everybody needs to really commit to the run. But I also understand that, yeah, 2 people died, so I should probably do something to help them, you know what I mean? But again, I don't know I obviously don't know the rules of OnlyFans, because, for example, one of the rules was no Petri, which that's why I was so confused. Whereas the first thing I was looking for was for the Petri. I didn't realize that OnlyFans had made up their own... I thought they were playing, like, hardcore with a default rule set. But no, they're playing hardcore with guild self-found and some other rule sets, and they kind of tried to divide the races up and stuff like that. So that was kind of interesting, like, to see that. I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like he should have said, I'm sorry, I messed up. I don't feel like he was wrong. I really don't. I have such a hard time with that. But I also don't agree with threatening to ban people. That's ridiculous. Like, the whole purpose of this is for everybody to get their 2 cents in, right? I've had my 2 cents. Everybody has their 2 cents. You guys in the comments have your 2 cents. We're all going to say our thing about it. Yeah, so I'm sure this will be a quote-unquote developing story, and we'll probably... Oh, apparently he's been trash-talking half the guild. Oh, no, it really was. It really was threatened. Like, why? Hmm. Him saying OnlyFans is a guild based on hate. Wow, okay. Like, I can't defend that either. That's it's a bit much. And again, like, people are gonna have their difference of opinion. And I think he clearly, well, I mean, I wouldn't say he's a liability as much as he's like, if you guys are gonna play sloppy, I'm not gonna stick my neck out for you. So that's not really probably the greatest thing to have, but like threatening people is just ridiculous. That's just like ridiculous. Like, why would you report people? This is part of the cycle, right? You farm other people for drama, you create drama, people farm you for drama. And you just have to like hold your head up high and wade through it. Like everybody else does. Which is sort of weird. Yeah. That's unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. Oh, I will get retribution too. That's not good. I don't want any retribution, pirate software. I just wanted to say my 2 cents in peace. Don't retributionize me. I'm not a paladin. But I guess that's it. So there will be no... I was hoping he would lean into it, you know? You know how sometimes wrestlers, like, they gotta play the heel, right? I was kind of hoping he'd lean into it. They would do, like, a whole... Like, I had a whole thing in my head, like, they set it up like it's a mockery of the trial that Garrosh went through that we never got in game, by the way. We only got it in the books. And then they would do the whole trial, and it'd be a whole thing like that. He would have, like, a lawyer arguing on his side. The prosecution would argue against him. We'd have a whole big trial, and it would just be a great spectacle, right? Like we would take the spectacle to the next level, and then let the people decide, you know? I thought that would be fun. I thought that would have been a lot of fun, get a lot of views, you know? Be really a lot more interesting than this. So that's unfortunate. Once again, my dreams will not bloom. But, that said, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.